Welcome to Movies Recap Repo, where we bring you the most exciting movie summaries. Today, we're diving into a world where your lifespan is literally in your hands. Imagine a future where humanity has conquered the aging process. Everyone stops aging at 25, but there's a catch that changes everything. From that moment on, a glowing clock on your arm starts counting down, and when it hits 0, you die instantly. Time has become the ultimate currency. You earn it like a salary, spend it on daily necessities, and can even transfer it from one person to another. This creates a brutal system of economic inequality, where the rich can live for centuries, effectively becoming immortal, while the poor struggle to survive day by day, often with only hours left on their clocks. Our story begins in the slums, a place called the Dayton Ghetto, where living is a constant race against the clock. We meet Will Salas, a man who wakes up every morning with less than 24 hours to live. He shares his meager earnings with his mother, Rachel, and together they scrape by, just managing to stay alive. Every day is a desperate hustle. A cup of coffee costs 4 minutes, a bus ride costs 2 hours. Will works in a factory, earning a few hours for a full day's labor, but with prices constantly rising, it's never enough to get ahead. One night, Will is at a local bar when he spots a man who clearly doesn't belong. The man, Henry Hamilton, is well-dressed and has a century glowing on his arm. In a place where people would kill for an extra day, flashing that much time is a death wish. A gang of local thugs known as the Minutemen, led by a man named Fortis, quickly corners Hamilton. They are time thieves who prey on the vulnerable, and a century is the ultimate prize. Will, seeing the danger, helps Hamilton escape. He takes the stranger to a secluded, abandoned building. Hamilton reveals a shocking truth: there's more than enough time for everyone to live long, full lives. The system is rigged. The wealthy elite in the pristine, luxurious zone of New Greenwich hoard centuries, even millennia, while keeping prices high in the ghettos to ensure the poor die off. This population control maintains their immortal lifestyles. Hamilton is tired of living. He's 105 years old and has seen enough. As Will sleeps, Hamilton transfers all of his time, over a century, to Will's arm, leaving himself with only 5 minutes. He leaves a note on the window: "Don't waste my time." Will wakes up just in time to see Hamilton's clock expire as he falls from a bridge. Will is now rich beyond his wildest dreams, but his newfound wealth comes with a new set of problems. The authorities, known as the timekeepers, are alerted to the massive time transfer. They believe Will must have murdered Hamilton and stolen his time. Leading the investigation is a veteran timekeeper named Raymond Leon. Leon is a man who operates by the strict rules of the system, seeing the world in black and white. He begins to hunt Will, determined to bring him to justice and recover the stolen century. Meanwhile, Will tries to share his fortune with his mother. He races to meet her, but she's short on time to pay for the bus fare, which has unexpectedly increased. She is forced to run, trying to reach him before her clock runs out. In a heartbreaking scene, they run towards each other, but she collapses just inches from his grasp, her time expiring in his arms. Fueled by grief and a burning desire for revenge against the system that took his mother, Will decides to use his century to make a difference. He travels to the wealthy zone of New Greenwich, a place where people move slowly, have all the time in the world, and have never had to run for their lives. In New Greenwich, Will's ghetto-honed instincts make him stand out. He walks too fast, acts too nervously. He quickly catches the attention of Philippe Weiss, a powerful and influential time-lending tycoon who controls a vast fortune of time. Will enters a high-stakes poker game at Weiss's casino. He risks nearly all of his time in a single hand against Weiss himself. With nerves of steel, Will bluffs his way to winning over a millennium, solidifying his status as a new player in their world of limitless time. Impressed by Will's audacity, Weiss invites him to a party at his mansion. There, Will meets Sylvia Weiss, Philippe's sheltered and rebellious daughter. She's grown tired of her boring, predictable, and endless life, and is fascinated by Will's energy and the danger he represents. Their encounter is cut short when timekeeper Leon and his squad crash the party. Leon confiscates all of Will's time, leaving him with only 2 hours, and places him under arrest. Thinking fast, Will takes Sylvia hostage, using her as a shield to escape the mansion. Their getaway car crashes, and they are thrown into the dangerous reality of the ghetto. For the first time in her life, Sylvia is forced to live on the edge, minute by minute. Will pawns Sylvia's expensive earrings for a few precious hours, teaching her the harsh lessons of survival he learned long ago. Sylvia is initially terrified, but her fear soon turns into a thrill. She begins to see the injustice of the system her father helps maintain. She realizes that her immortal life was built on the deaths of millions of people like Will. Together, Will and Sylvia become a modern-day Bonnie and Clyde, but instead of robbing banks for money, they rob her father's time banks for time. They begin a crusade, stealing time capsules and distributing the time to the poor in the ghettos. Their actions cause chaos. With a sudden influx of time, the poor are no longer desperate. The carefully balanced system begins to crumble, and the timekeepers are sent in to restore order. Will and Sylvia become the most wanted fugitives in the world. During one of their heists, they are cornered by Fortis and his Minutemen. Fortis challenges Will to a time wrestling match, a brutal arm wrestling contest where the winner takes the loser's remaining time. Using his street smarts, Will outwits the much stronger Fortis, taking all his time and defeating the gang for good. As they continue their mission, a romantic bond forms between Will and Sylvia. They are united by a common cause and a shared understanding of the world they want to create. However, they are constantly on the run, never having more than a day on their clocks, living the very life they are fighting against. Their biggest target becomes Philippe Weiss's personal vault, which holds a time capsule containing 1,000,000 years. They know that stealing this much time would be enough to completely crash the system and give everyone a chance at a real life. With the help of a local from the ghetto, they manage to break into Weiss's heavily guarded office. They successfully steal the 1,000,000-year capsule, but not before Leon corners them. Will tells Leon the truth about the system, that the timekeepers are just another tool to protect the rich, but Leon refuses to listen. Will and Sylvia escape and distribute the 1,000,000 years to the needy, creating widespread panic among the elite and jubilation in the ghettos. People flood from the slums into the richer zones, breaking down the barriers that have kept them separated for so long. The system is in total collapse. In the chaos, Will and Sylvia find themselves with only minutes left on their own clocks. They are running on fumes, their own lives hanging by a thread. They spot a timekeeper's car and realize it holds the time they need to survive. They run desperately towards the car, just as Will's mother did. In a nail-biting finish, they reach it just as their clocks are about to hit zero. Will takes the timekeeper's time, and in a poetic moment, he and Sylvia transfer time to each other, saving each other's lives. The world is now changed forever. The balance of power has been shattered. But Will and Sylvia know their work isn't done. The system may be broken, but the wealthy will try to rebuild it. The film ends with Will and Sylvia looking at the towering skyscrapers of the city's largest banks, which hold even more time. They realize their fight is far from over. They are ready to continue their mission to bring true equality to the world, one stolen second at a time. Thanks for watching our recap. Don't forget to subscribe to Movies Recap Repo for more content like this. We'll see you in the next video.